First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker to about the 33-yard line. This defense for the Bears, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Gino. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. He was locked in last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2.
Clear some space in the trophy room. He won it last week. He's thinking he's going to get a few more before this season is over, maybe even starting with this game.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
To throw, Williams. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Bears at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
60 back. Here we go. Set go.
Looking to throw is Williams. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Swift will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, here's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And his throw here is incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will. Through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. 20, 5, touchdown, Chicago! DeAndre Swift with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have moved out in front. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Smith. Flush to his right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 11 now. Now Gino. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. From the gun, it's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here's Pierre Strong to return it from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime, and to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half, the same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. To throw, it's Williams. Here's a screen play. This is Strong. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this complete downfield to Kmet. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Tracking 60.
To the air, Williams. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Panther 11. Take go.
Straight ahead is Strong. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Williams. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Santos' kick is up and through. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno out to throw. Taking a shot here for Marshall. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Let's go now.
Throwing is Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Swift going to try up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Once again, it's Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A handoff, Swift running to the left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. This is Swift on the counter. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll run with Swift. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. DeAndre Swift. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Williams going to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 72 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. He'll find Metcalf. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! Alert! Hey, alert!
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Buying time to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the 1st down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Though, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Oh, Walker showing the power. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now it's Smith. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go, hey. No ball. Push it.
Now Smith. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Geno Smith, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Oh, a nice spin. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Here's a handoff to Swift.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Here's 3rd down and 5.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
79 Bronco.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 18, Pioneer.
Play action. Now Williams. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd would win it. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go, here we go. Strike, strike.
One last throw here for Smith. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice